Poker players.
What is up, everybody?
What is up? It is Tuesday night, and that can mean only one thing. It's Rubber City Poker time.
That's right. Here we are in Akron, Ohio, ready to play ourselves some 1-2 cash games. My name is Trevor Greenewalt. Sitting next to my main man, Dan Crafton. Say hello, Dan.
Also known as Suited Dan.
That's right.
We'll be hanging out with you for the next 4 hours this evening, bringing you live poker action direct from downtown Akron, Ohio.
Well, I'll tell you what. If tonight's game is any indication of how last week went, we are in for another great game. Last week we had monster pots, big swings up and down, people getting stuck, trying to get unstuck. You know, just everyone doing their thing. So I think tonight we're having a lot of the same.
And of course, myself actually got on the poker table.
Oh, you're bringing it up already?
Yeah, well, I just say that my performance was subpar.
Lackluster?
So I think I might be better suited to hang out and critique everyone else's play. And,
It's a lot easier when you can see all the cards.
and talk with you for 4
Oh,
hours.
yeah. Much easier.
But hey, you're not really here to look at my ugly mug for the next 4 hours. Let's take you out to the poker table and meet tonight's players.
Sounds good to me. Okay, we are playing 8-handed tonight, and we're going to start off in seat 2 with Paul Boston. He's one of our commentators here most nights, but he's going to give it a try on the table tonight, and he bought in tonight for $300. Sitting next to him is Tammy. Tammy's been on our show one other time, so she's giving another go tonight. She bought in for $200. Annette, we've seen her a few times. She also bought in for $200. Next to Annette is Michael. Michael bought in for $200 tonight. And then next to Michael is not James Harden, but that is Harry. Harry bought in for $400 tonight. Next to Harry is known as Flush Draw Dave. Dave bought in for $100 tonight. Next to Dave is Poker Pete. Pete bought in for a max of $500. And next to Pete is Chuck, and Chuck bought in for $200 and a snazzy pair of shades.
I love those shades. Well, if we can get Jerry, also who's been named Mr. Belvedere by our chat room, if we get him at the dealer table, we can get this party started.
Right on cue. Look at
that.
Pro.
Mr. Belvedere serves him up.
Ready to get it going. So on that note, we will shuffle him up and get ready to kick him around the table and get tonight's game going.
We'd like to welcome our internet audience tonight, our Twitch audience. We are both live in the chat room if you have any questions for us. Trevor and I can answer them. We also have B Million. You'll see out there. He's monitoring our chat room, and you'll get to see him later on tonight post-game.
Yeah, we are running on no delay, so everything that happens in the chat room, we will see instantly, and we will comment on it as we see fit, if it's something we can talk about on air. And, we have direct line of communication to you guys, so bring on your questions, comments, concerns, because we are ready to hear from you.
There's only about 4 things that we won't talk about on air. I'm not going to tell you what those 4 things are, but there's like 4 things, so anything and everything is open.
Yeah. Just give him a...
Wait a minute.
What?
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's all you got? Yeah?
No, I disagree. I don't think we should talk about those 4 things.
Well, thanks for agreeing with me.
You're welcome. Welcome back, Andy Avalanche. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
It's like Harry calls with a ace-7 suited. Chuck called 2 with 6-8 offsuit. It's like the action is on Paul, 9-10 suited. Paul Boston, who you might have...
No, I had one out there.
His mustache is awfully familiar.
Yeah, you might have seen him in this room. I'm sorry, I was kind of listening to what the conversation was going on. We already have controversy hand number 1.
When it's the second chip, it's actually considered a call.
Oh, they don't want my cards back. Well, that's not fair.
Only in a small blind.
It says Tammy's got cards, but I don't see her.
4 players.
It's showing the actions on Paul.
There
we
we
go. There we go. And Tammy's showing the Queen 10 offsuit. Just a little delay in checking the chips.
A little delay in my thought process there, too. So it looks like Tammy and Paul both flop second pair. Chuck and Harry get out of the way.
It's going to be a battle of second pairs. And they both hit another one. Whoops.
Whoopsie doopsie.
Well, hello. They're both happy.
One was going to be not nearly as happy unless a deuce, 9, or some sort of... Yeah, it's a deuce or 9.
That's just kind of like last week. Big hand starting out right out the gate.
Deuce 9 jack.
Oh.
Could there be a possibility of someone folding here?
I don't know.
I think Boston thought he had her crushed, but right now,
Oh.
crying
He
calls.
reluctantly calls.
Crying calls.
Chop it up, kiddos.
Paul Boston already in that Phil Hellmuth pose.
Exciting first hand. That kind of walked away not so exciting.
Yeah, it's very much sister kissing,
I am gonna.
You're still playing poker and you won the pot, but you don't really want to tell your friends you know.
In that last
Sister,
hand,
sister.
you saw our tournament director, Mark Cucciafello, also known as Cooch, coming in and laying down the law. So we'd like to say thanks to Mark for being the judge, jury, and executioner of Rubber City Poker.
Oh yeah, he's Rick Grimes.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, folks, if you're new to Poker on Air and our Rubber City Poker broadcast, it's every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Just to give you an idea of what we are, we are an internet entertainment online broadcasting company, and we are specializing. Our niche is live online poker games. Typically, we run Texas Hold'em. I think we're planning on mixing it up next week. We will let you know later on this evening exactly what game we will have next week.
Try and get a feel for what the public wants.
The
What
public
make the public
wants.
happy,
We've gotten some requests for some PLO, and so I think we might be working
Yeah, people like
an
that
Omaha
Plo game.
That PLO.
B Million, we will never let you chop a pot because we're only on air for 4 hours.
Right, and I think the shortest time B Million has ever chopped a pot was like 17 minutes and 42 seconds.
Yeah, it was a long, long time.
And there was only like maybe 20 chips on the table.
Yeah, it was pretty easy.
Flush Draw Jave has 2 overs.
Flush Out Dave has 2 unders, but
2 unders. That's
for
what
the
I meant to
record,
say.
Pete wins the pot.
Sometimes words just come out of my mouth and the brain just isn't behind it.
That's okay.
It's all good though.
Once we get our interns to streamline that caffeine into your body, you'll feel a lot better.
There's Poker Pete. You might have seen him before. He's kind of a regular. He's playing 2 or 3 of these Rubber City Cash games. He's a fan favorite.
Believe it or not, that's him smiling.
Yeah, that's Pete's smiling. He's happy that he took down that last pot.
He's giddy as all get out.
You may notice some of our players. I know I have from Cleveland Horseshoe. Their local hangout of poker playing. Coming down here to Akron, Ohio to chill with us for the night.
Yeah, outside of home games, the Cleveland Horseshoe is our closest option. It's a great poker room, in my opinion. I enjoy my time there. Pretty comfy little setup there.
Paul Boston dumps a queen deuce.
Heads up, Tim.
Heads up with the blinds. Solid hands for blinds.
Gorgeous.
A lot of fun. Had to hit a little artery in the end of it. Had to have it cauterized.
I don't see anyone really doing a whole lot here.
Let's just check this down. I have a 5.
Harry's like, no way I win this pot.
That's probably the biggest pot of the night. $4.
That is absolutely our smallest pot of all time. In fact, it'll be the smallest pot ever.
Harry's like, ship it, please. Ship it.
Give me the cheese.
He's rolling his hands over. He must be good.
One of the great things I think about our poker show is like you're watching 4 hours of live poker. None of this is pre-recorded. None of these hands with dealers shuffling every hand. We're not showing you just the big hand versus big hands. We're showing you 4 hours of a cash game.
We're gonna show you. We're gonna show you why the big hands happen. Sometimes you see on TV, you're like, oh, what caused him to call with second pair in such a huge pot? Well, we're gonna see why, because there's gonna be. You will know the history leading up to those big pots.
Exactly. And then you're going to watch 2 blinds like we just did check down a pot because they didn't have anything.
Yeah, I think those guys know each other. I think those guys play the shoe together every now and again. So I think it's one of the spots where not a whole lot of money was going to be made. So they're just like, let's just get to the river and just go on to the next hand.
It's like we had a straddle by Pete. Checks his option. We had 3 players to a $5, $15 pot, $18 pot. Sorry.
RCP.
Tammy hits top pair.
Tammy's actually really good at making pairs, I've noticed.
cards just
They might
find
not
her.
always be the best of pairs, but I mean, she finds herself a pair.
Timmy bets out 10. Chuck's like, I had a couple overs, but you
Yeah,
know what? This is so early in the night. I'm not getting involved in this.
Let's see if we're gonna have a straddle this hand.
Straddle left hand. Did you notice that?
No.
Peach straddled. Chuck's bringing the straddle in.
Do you think Paul Boston's gonna do the next hand? Think you're gonna keep it going around the table?
Paul Boston will not straddle. Paul Boston, if he was back here on the mic, would say something like, "That's the stupidest bet in poker."
Last time I straddled, it had 4 legs and a saddle.
And her name was.
Oh, you went that direction.
Whoa, sorry.
Oh,
I meant the horse's name.
her hooves were insane. Get a pedicure.
Crazy hooves. Paul Boston's cards didn't read, but they're no reason. They're in the muck. Tammy's in the muck.
Okay. I had them over it. You want to read them or? Well, you can try if you have them.
Muck, 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 muck.
Okay, good.
Just there you go.
Like a raise.
So, all the junky cards you don't see, which is fine. Moral of the story is Pete raised out of the big blind and won $6.
Nobody calls. Chuck's looking like a pretty tight player, filling the 5-9 of clubs.
Yeah, what a nit.
He's gonna hate you saying that about him, but
Do people watch this after we talk about him?
Look at that. You talked about him and he looked.
Okay, we should probably clarify. They actually cannot hear us. They are as far away from us as they could possibly be in this building. There are many corridors and rooms between us, so we are...
They're in the poker penthouse. They have all the beautiful lighting. They have all the beautiful scenery. Trevor and I are in the foyer.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't say outhouse, because actually we have some pretty nice digs back here.
We do have some good digs. They treat us well.
They do.
It's like we had a raise to 7. Flush draw Dave. Hey, Tis Cool. Thanks for being a follower.
Appreciate it, my man.
Flush draw Dave calls with his 2 clubs and hits top pair.
Thank you, 11 Bobus 111.
Thank you all
Appreciate
our new
the follow.
followers. Appreciate all your support of Poker on Air.
So Chuck's got the second nut flush draw. Dave's got top pair without a flush draw, which is ironic because he is flush draw Dave. And Michael's letting it rip. He's just like, I'm out here.
So ironic, flush draw Dave has a potential losing to a flush.
Right.
Still got top pair.
His mustache also has the potential to be a butterfly at some point.
Don't go into mustache yet. It's too early.
Sorry.
Dude, you're only 15 minutes in.
And
get there?
Chuck bricks off, and Dave wins a $92 pot.
He was banging on that spade, and you know I don't blame him because suited Dan. I'm gonna call it down.
You are a.
Sometimes you hit him, sometimes you don't. When you hit him, you get paid.
That's right. Even though, in my opinion, it looks pretty obvious. Like he's almost putting his hand face up. Check call, check call, check call. Like, is he check calling with a 7? I think he's probably gonna raise at some point with a draw heavy board. I just think his hand looked pretty obvious that he had a flush draw, but
yeah, but he doesn't know Dave and has played too much. I mean, I'm thinking if he raises them there, I think Dave sticks around.
Here's the situation: if Dave would have had like 300 in front of him,
my parents went away on a week's vacation.
Oh, brother. So the situation: if Dave would have had like 300 in front of him, I think Chuck probably would have checked raised that flop. I think he'd been more inclined to semi-bluff that hand than just flat call. But since Dave was so short, he was just like, you know what, I'm gonna call and see if I hit.
Right.
Heads up.
Be a million things that Chuck could have won that hand. I think he probably could have too, just given the fact that it's so early, and I don't think Dave wants to go home quite yet.
Boston and Poker Pete both hit the top pair and check. Pete bets the 7, $10. Boston calls.
Check.
Boston gets a check mark.
I don't think I've ever been on the table, and I've actually had a check mark next to my name, but I can imagine it really feels great.
Pete's coming out. Boston reaching for chips.
Raising?
Is he gonna raise or just flat him? He flats. He's gonna find out his queen's good.
Believe it or not, this is also Paul smiling. You guys,
It's the
you
mustache hides the
you
smile.
guys
a
don't
little
know
bit.
this, but I mean, oh, there. Oh.
Oh wait, look at that! Look
He's-
at that! The guy's smiling.
He's kind of squirmed a little bit there and just let out a little smile. That was the pure accident. He
Hey,
told me
I have
he wasn't smiling at all tonight.
I have to tell you, sitting here in our poker table tonight, I think we have the best beard in Northeast Ohio, and I think we have the best mustache in Northeast Ohio. I mean, I'm kind of excited about what's going to go down
They
tonight.
actually sit next to each other. I bet if they rub them together, it might like
Magic
create the
happens.
fountain of youth or something.
The fountain of youth can
Yeah,
can
it'd be-
spawn from that beard and mustache.
Even if they're different colors, I think it'd make a great
Look at that.
salt and
The
pepper
best
action.
beard and mustache.
I think it's kind of like Captain Planet. With their powers combined, they can save this world. Solve world hunger.
See, I have to be careful because what if, like, I say something bad about Harry and then he felts me when I'm up in Cleveland? He's like, "That's for talking about me."
Yeah, he's gonna. Well, he would do that. Then he'd laugh in your face, which is.
I'm like, but still love your beard.
Oh, sure. I mean, it's not like you said there's like critters in it or something like that. I mean, you just said it was nice.
It's like Poker Pete raises it to 8 with his ace 8
Yep. A
offsuit.
few limps in front of him, and he bumped it up a little bit.
Tries to get a little money. He's like, I got a decent ace. Let's see what we can do here. Doesn't look like anyone's folding. Everyone's coming along for the ride.
Well, especially after the first wave of color start, it starts to become like, well, I can't fold now.
Oh, hello.
How does Pete do this?
He does it every week. Week after week, that guy just never misses. Annette thinking her ace is pretty good. Gonna see where she's at.
See,
with
this
12.
is where it gets dicey, guys. And you limp call with your weak to small aces.
Look at Pete. You know what he's doing right now? He's just counting chips.
He's already spending her money. He's like, where can I go? Like, get a nice like cardigan.
Tammy. See ya. All right, Annette. How strong you feel?
Here's
your
what's so
ace
funny.
is?
Here's what's so funny about Pete. Like everyone thinks he's like an aggro monster, but has he got out of line?
No,
Like
not
he's
at
played.
all.
This is his third time playing. He has yet to get out of line. He is actually just makes great hands, and people tend to pay him off. So Net's lonely out now as a king for a chop.
But he may think that she might have an ace king coming into his hand.
No, she limps.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
No. He's trying to figure out if he can raise.
He just called. He might be a little nervous about the ace king. Oh, hello, Pete.
He was nervous, and
He's not nervous
He's
at
like,
all
you know
now."
what? I'm good.
50's the best.
Uh-oh.
This is actually a terrible card for Annette because
Yeah.
now she's chopping all ace queens, ace jacks, and
Right.
down the line.
Right. She thinks it's a chop pot.
All in.
Nicole.
Oh. Annette. Where's my signs?
Wow.
Where's my signs? Where's my signs?
All right, I'm done.
I need a sign. I need a sign.
Guys, we have a moment.
Nice.
I need a sign. I need a sign.
Oh, that's late.
Oh, sorry. I was a little late.
Here's a sign for Pete. Pete says this. Annette says, womp womp. So that is super unfortunate for Annette. We always root for her. She's such a nice lady, but that was a situation where, like, I was starting talking about it, but you start limping in with these weak aces. You call a raise, you make your ace, and then you're kind of no man's land. Like, if she wanted to play like a smallish pot, I think it could have been okay. Just check calling. But once she like leads, that he shoves. Is he ever? I mean, even if he's bluffing, you had to let him bluff every now and
Two
again.
go.
Yeah,
Just
but
say, you know what? If you got it, you got it. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna wait for another day.
I wonder if she really felt that they were chopping that pot there. I mean, like you said, that eight on the river was a terrible card.
It's a bad card.
Because she's like, oh, if he's got ace jack, we're just chopping this now.
I mean, ace king, any 8, pocket 6s, pocket kings. There's just a lot of hands that walloped her.
Yeah.
Three players. Okay.
Harry here with the best club. I'm guessing he probably doesn't know that.
No, he's not thinking that it's that good. peek bets out 11 just to get a little feeler.
What's up?
Do you think he ever gets tired of stacking money?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Check.
Pete now's up and down.
Harry's still holding strong. I mean, he's basically holding out for dear life, but
23.
Yeah, he's gonna let it go.
yeah, the aggression there just got that job done for sure.
23. Trying to use their hair.
So Trevor,
Yo,
while we're waiting on Jerry to start shuffling and dealing again, how's your week been, buddy?
my week's been pretty good. Last night I got to play a little poker here at the Akron Poker League. I bubbled the final table, which is a major disappointment to me. I lost a couple flips right before we combined down to 10 people, but other than that, I thought I played okay. How's your week going?
I played a few hands.
You did.
I know that in our Rubber City Poker NCAA Tournament Bracket Challenge,
Oh, sure. Bring up something.
I do know that there's one of us at this table is in first place.
I guess process of elimination would make that you.
You are so smart.
I am. I did okay in
I'm
third grade
rocking
math.
it. Gonzaga all the way.
Well, that's your mistake, right?
No, Gonzaga all the way.
No,
It's because you took Villanova.
I did not take Villanova. I have a brain.
5 to go, live straddle.
Oh, somebody in the room took Villanova.
I took them Dukies.
Dookies.
Yeah, I've actually met Coach K one time, and he was the nicest guy. Yeah, I mean, it's like probably the biggest celebrity.
How many wins did he have when you met him?
How many wings?
Wins.
Let's see, I was like, it's like 12.
Live straddle.
You could just make
So
up
it's
a
like
number.
19 years ago.
You just made up a number.
I'm just doing some math. It was like some algebra here.
I hear you.
He had like probably like 35 wins. He's had 970 since then.
Only because you inspired him.
I did. But it was really cool meeting him. He was a class act, and it was really cool. Got to walk into Cameron Indoor. Awesome stadium.
Look at you.
So tiny. It's like this. It's like the size of like Shaquille O'Neal's shoebox.
You're like next to royalty in my book.
Heads up.
Your book.
Hey, look at that.
My mom's book.
Flush draw Dave in with the flush draw.
Two.
Hey, whoever just followed us.
Thank you for the follow.
B Million, tell them thank you for us. We missed the name.
Yeah, sorry about that. Hey guys, we need to
Live straddle. 5 to go.
we need someone else to win besides Pete.
Don't let it be just the center of the table.
Seriously. I'm trying to find a really cool sign. I'm kind of proud of this one. Kind of proud of this one.
Stretch it out, put it a little closer.
Oh, they faded away on me.
Just like Doyle Brunson's health.
Hey, come on now.
Sorry.
5 to go.
It was
Too
an
soon.
accident.
Too soon.
He's not dead.
I know. I just think it's too soon to be talking about a man's health.
He did have a big chunk of his head taken out, recently.
But the man is a poker legend. You gotta respect him for that. I love suited connected cards. Love them, love them, love them. Tammy with a 6-7 of hearts, Chuck with a 5-6 of spades. I love it.
You're gonna connect with both of them, and it's gonna be a bloodbath.
11.
Pretty close.
Chuck is up and down.
Chuck's up and down with the backdoor flush draw. Tammy flop second pair.
Well,
That would be a straight.
Chuck's got it straight.
So Chuck gets there. Let's see if Tammy can.
Tammy hope for like a 5 to bring her in.
Tammy is looking for a 5. That could cause her to call here, and it does.
I would say it's time for a don't do it sign. Nope. Chuck gets a check mark. Straight.
He gets a
8.
Chuck mark. Get
he
it?
gets a Chuck mark straight to the 8.
Let's see if Chuck can rock a nice little value bet here. I would say like
28.
ooh, going icky small. I think if Chuck knew Timmy a little better, I think he would have made it a bit bigger.
I think so too.
Because she likes to call,
She likes to see where she's at.
even if it's on the side of losing hand. That should say, like, the way that squirrel's looking, I think it should say got nuts. Like, got nuts? Huh?
Right, it's kind of like the whole Got Milk campaign
Yeah.
back in the 90s when milk was popular.
I drank 3 gallons of milk this week.
Hey,
It's only Tuesday.
So let me ask you.
Ask me a
question.
question. Yeah, bring it on.
I'd like to ask you a question.
Sure.
When you are playing poker, as you did Monday night,
Yeah.
or you're at a cash game
Sure.
somewhere else,
Like Saturday night.
like Saturday night, because you were at the casino Saturday
was.
night, and you're sitting for long hours,
Many, many hours.
does your body get sore?
Terribly sore.
Tell me what gets wrong with you. Tell me the pains and aches that
what
you have,
happens-
other than your stack shrinking.
No, my arms get tired from stacking chips, to be honest with you.
I got you.
But to answer your question, my back feels compressed. I feel like I'm sitting there and I'm just getting shorter and shorter because my spine is just crunching into like a wedge of just
A wedge of
gross
what?
stuff.
A wedge of cheese?
Yeah, like old cheese.
Like a wedge
old,
of old cheese.
old nasty cheese.
Fromage,
My-
as the French like to
yeah,
call it.
my back feels like.
Well, there's a website right now that
Mhm.
that has yoga poses and stretches and moves that are designed for the poker player. For the poker player in you.
And me.
For the poker
Thank
player in you. You can go to yogafitness.tv, and they are dedicated to healthy bodies and healthy minds of poker players and gamers worldwide.
Here's the thing. You would think I would know more about this. My wife does yoga.
Right?
One of our behind the scenes people teaches yoga.
Right?
So you would think I would be doing these things.
But you
Guess
don't.
what? I am.
Oh, you are?
I am. So when I'm at the casino and I am feeling tired and I'm feeling whatever, I just get up. I just do some stretches that I have learned from Yoga Fitness.
And you can learn these stretches on yogafitness.tv. You can check out different poses, and you can also see videos of people actually doing these poses so you can see it on the site. And you can leave comments and how these things have affected your game and have affected relieving all that stress and pain.
Yeah, I mean what it does is it just allows you to be your best possible you. If you're sitting there just worrying about
Physically and mentally.
exactly, if you're sitting there worried about how your back feels or how your butt, like all these different things that are not.
Are you feeling my butt?
I'm not feeling. I mean your own butt. You feel your own butt.
Whoa.
If you're wondering
Deep
how.
Holtz Jr., I know you. Thanks for following.
I think Chevy Chase just walked in and he's just biff somewhere. Anywho, if you do these moves and do these poses, you will find out that your core and everything else gets stronger, and you will feel better at the table.
I'm sorry. The website is not Yoga Fitness. It is pokerfitness.tv.
Correction.
Somebody
Thank you, Deep Pulse, for the follow.
just corrected me, so I totally, you know what, I'm not to blame, but I'm going to take all the blame on that.
Take it.
It is pokerfitness.tv. Let me tell you, that more on this site other than just poses and videos of people doing these poses, you can also get a discount. If you're looking to start your own yoga practice and you need to get yourself a yoga mat or any other type of yoga materials that you may need, you can, through a link on our site on pokerfitness.tv,
There it
there's
is.
a link on our site where you can save, or you can have free shipping if you order $75 or more at Gaiam.com,
Yeah.
one of the largest sites of yoga items.
Apparel and.
Also on the site, not only can you find that, but there's also a blog from real poker players, real yoga people, real yoga instructors.
There's our website right there on the screen.
6 now.
Oh, there you go, pokerfitness.tv. There you go. And this week's blog post is by Paul Moskowitz, and he talks about how his poker game and life has benefited and changed from doing yoga.
That's right.
You can check out a simple seated meditation, or if it just won't work for you, check out a walking meditation. Each and every week, there'll be different poses and more blogs from poker players and yoga fitness instructors. So we encourage you to go to pokerfitness.tv. Wow, that was a mouthful. But please, guys, check it out. It's a really great site. And if you never really thought, well, yoga and poker, how does that go together? If you never really thought about that combination, then go to this site because you'll learn all about it and things that you can use in your daily poker grind.
Oh, there's a reason why Daniel Negreanu, Greg Merson, these guys are huge fans of yoga. I mean, they do yoga every day. And look at them. They're some of the best in the world. So be like them. Be the best in the world.
You talked to anybody about next week yet?
That last hand was just basically a raise by Pete. Tammy defended the big blind, and he continued. And he can t-bet on the flop and took it
I
down.
think that's what they wanted.
If you were not following along.
And speaking of PokerFitness.tv, our next hand, we are going to sweeten the pot a little bit as a weekly feature of this show. We're sweetening the pot with some healthy, I'm not even sure what's on it, alternative snacks.
Yeah, some nuts and some
It's not going to be
fruits. Oh,
your potato chips or your cupcakes like we had and
No.
cookies like we have, which is all good because I'm all about that.
Sure.
But also, we need to get the other side of the poker player
Yeah.
who wants to eat that natural alternative snack.
Keep your six-pack intact, is my opinion.
Oh, look at you.
Pete,
I'm
top
so
pair.
impressed.
Are we getting tired of saying that yet?
17.
Yeah.
He's
Pete
not getting
raking
tired
pots.
of it. I'll tell you that.
He's got Tammy with an ace. Jack.
I thought Michael might peel there, but I thought wrong.
So this next hand is going to be brought to you by PokerFitness.tv. We are sweetening the pot.
So someone's gonna put a second nuts in the middle of the table and see who's gonna win it.
So basically, there it is. Big old snack pot of food. Looking yummy.
It's a beautiful shot.
Got some nuts and some granola and all kinds of good
Rumor
protein
has it.
building
I
stuff.
think there's one. I think there's like a few regular ones. There's also a spicy one as well.
There's spicy.
I think there's some chocolate covered blueberries in there. I hear.
So when they sweeten the pot, the winner at the table of this hand not only wins the chips in there, they will win the snacks. And they can opt. They can opt to share those snacks or they can keep them all to themselves.
I wouldn't share. That's a meal. It's a great little, nice little light breakfast lunch activity.
Looks like 11.
Somebody made it $11. It's like
There's a call.
Chuck is into the snacks. He must be a little hungry. Raises his 6-10 suited to $11. Tammy with a call. Over to Flush Draw Dave, who dumps a 4-6 suited. Hello, Dave.
Hey Dave, your name's
Dave.
Flush Draw Dave.
Exactly.
Excuse to call a bet.
Heads up, guys.
You wouldn't believe what I folded.
So we're heads up. We're heads up for the Poker Fitness snack treat.
Chuck flops better.
Tammy with overs.
17.
Chuck's like, here's 17. Don't take my snacks.
They're talking to you in the chat.
The 10's no good.
There's a call.
He'll get right back to you. So I went back call. Tammy getting her little float action here.
21.
I think Chuck thinks he's value betting here. We're protecting against a flush draw. Still, he bets kind of small.
There you go.
Yeah, we're not too shy. You can talk to us all you want. Bring it on. No question. Too
5
scary.
straddle, 5 to go.
What are you laughing at?
As you can also see, is Dan has a computer right in front of him. So if you say something funny, he will write back almost instantly. I can use the word glucometer.
You can use. Almost went there.
You had to hit the brakes so hard on that one.
Don't believe so.
Not this week. I'll bring the glucometer next week.
I know. No, I used to do that. I had to do a couple.
And we'll do it live on air. We'll focus the camera in on it so everyone knows we're not cheating.
I'd do a couple glucose tests. They were not fun.
I'd do it 3 times a day, son.
3 players.
I did like they took like a vial of blood every hour for like 5 hours.
Whoa, that's crazy.
But then I went and bought a PlayStation 2 and made myself feel better.
Check.
Chuck and Dave with the same hand.
When you do that, you gotta drink first.
That is 7.
Drink beer.
Yeah, it makes it a lot funner when your blood goes away.
That's true. I was only like 17 now.
Dave's got a gut shot. Oh, so does
Heads up,
Chuck.
guys.
Dave's got the backdoor flush draw. Nope, not anymore.
No more backdoor for Dave.
Check.
Looks like they're going to be a couple sissies. Ooh, let's see who takes the aggressive line here. Chuck's making a crank call. I can already feel it. Ooh, I mean, unless he knows that Dave's nickname is Flush Draw, because the flush does get in there. That's always exciting. You have that little split, that little S next to your name, you still win the pot. That's always.
Yeah. What thing was going down in Chuck's head?
The flush got there, and his name's Flush Draw Dave. That was my guess. I think he's like.
Oh yeah, you did say that. I was reading chat. Sorry.
You know what? I'm just gonna chalk it up to.
Did they wait? We're calling him Flush Draw Dave. At the table, do they know him as Flush Draw Dave?
I would assume so. That or caterpillar lip. I don't know what they call him.
Is it like a woolly?
Do you think?
What is that like a woolly? What are those things called?
Woolly mammoth.
No, that's a
Woolly
elephant.
bully.
Woolly
bear.
Thank you.
Go live show.
It's like a Dick Goddard Woolly Bear Festival.
B Million is just tearing Chuck apart right now. He says, "Boo, 4-1." The odds were there.
I'm gonna tell Chuck on break that you said that.
I didn't say anything.
I'm talking to B-Mo.
We like watching cards on
I think you have to. I need to let everybody know.
the
That's what you're
rain.
doing.
Make it 17.
Pete's bumping it up.
I like that.
I think Pete put his party pants on tonight. He's not here to sit around and fold.
I like that. I do the same thing. Like if I want to play a hand, just because I want to play it, and then I'll bump it up. King 5. That's why King 5 people.
I think it's actually a good exercise to do. Every now and again, make your cards irrelevant.
Right.
Just make sure you just pay attention to the table. Realize, he's limping. They're never limping strong hands. Be like, you know what? My hand's completely irrelevant. I'm gonna win this pot any way I can possibly do so. If that means I have to stick all my money in on the turn, so be it. But you have to sit there and just bear down and go for it.
You probably want to have some backup cashola along there, though. You're gonna do something like that, or it's a very short night.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said, I like your beard.
Thanks.
Hey, that's my favorite hand.
Oh,
Harry's got.
don't. Oh no, here it comes.
Can I get a camera back here on this for a second?
Here it comes.
Because Trevor hates this so much. And
This is what happens.
Harry's got my
This is
favorite
what
hand.
happens when your friends are your coworkers and they like to make fun of you and make signs for American Airlines. I said American Airlines.
Oh, look at that.
That's a good flop for Harry.
Especially when flush draws in there.
It's like James Harden scoring a triple double. It's like 35, 10, and 12.
Check.
No one has much though. That's a problem.
Dave's in there. It is one outer. Oh no, no outer.
outer.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was a boat.
Zip zilch nada.
Heads up.
But did Dave hit that 5?
5 for the pain.
I think Dave.
Harry's like, please have a queen. Pay me with the queen.
No, he tried it. If he gets paid, if the 5 comes.
Everyone's at their like smiling face on the like. Harry's like, oh yeah. He's like, Harry's like, I had a missed flush draw. That's what we should just tell everybody. Actually, there was a great quote last night at the poker table. Someone was getting berated about a play they made, and he said
That was you, right?
No, actually, it wasn't me this time. I do have tendencies to. I just ask people what they're thinking. I'm not berating. I'm just like, what were you thinking? That's my tone, right?
Right.
That's similar to that. Whatever. So anyhow, someone was saying someone so and so played poorly, and his response was, "What do you want from me? I'm not a pro." And I was like, that's like the best answer ever. Like, how do they can't go any further? Like, oh.
Come on, tell me who said it.
Brad said the answer. I don't remember who asked who said it to him. It was no one out there right now. B Million wanted the pain. No surprise there.
He likes to see dreams crushed and souls broken.
He's also into S&M.
Is that why he has all those bruises?
Yeah, it's like that Rihanna song. Chains and whips, they excite him. Bob, it's okay. You can tell everyone that you're a Rihanna fan.
Pete raises to 26. Chuck lets his 5s go.
So,
Heads up, guys.
this doesn't feel right. I'm not sure what happened here. It seems off. Whatever happened before pre-flop. I think Harry opened and Pete called. That feels more like
No,
it.
Pete re-raised.
But it wasn't too small.
50.
I don't know. I was looking at you.
The math didn't seem right there. I don't think that was correct. However that went. So our stacks might be off by a smidge. Again, no shocker here, but Pete shows him a 7.
Good show, Pete. Good show.
Pete just shows him the 7 of diamonds and goes, "Well, what do you want from me?" I made a 7.
Pete's about what, 800 now?
About, yeah. We'll see. He ripped off what, 200 to start the game.
Hey, can we get a quick chip count? Let's see if we can get that on the screen here.
Chip account. Kapuya.
Trevor, let's dance a little bit while we're waiting on chips.
What, you just slow dancing? We'll say that for when people start begging.
Oh, we save slow dancing for later on in the evening.
Yeah, but what button do I hit? I don't think he knows how to do it.
It's all right. We don't need a chip count.
Get him? 10 now.
We got him at the bottom of the screen, so
We can see.
we just had a lull. We had a lull in the action.
Say it again. What in the
We had a
action?
lull in the action.
You sound like Homer Simpson.
A lull in the action. Yeah, if Homer Simpson was like southern and weird.
His is southern drawl.
It's like that was a quick hand. Fair enough.
No, I don't.
Or do I just need to write it down and run them?
Well, they just want it on the screen, so the
Yeah, I just. Oh, I wonder if I can put it up.
it's one of the buttons. That I
There's
think
a
in the
half body shot of Paul
camcorder,
Moskowitz.
but I'm not sure which one.
He's operating the chip counts tonight. We thank him terribly because it's a
And-
tedious and thankless job.
He's a gentleman that has the blog on pokerfitness.tv.
He does.
I would
There he
get
is.
Tony.
Hey, Paul.
Look how fit he is.
Look at that.
He's like 75 years old. And look at that
Right.
body.
75.
75.
That's generous. He's
Yeah.
like 82.
Oh, well, I didn't want to give his true age out on air.
I mean,
Wow.
if we're going to talk about how great shape
Heartless.
he's in, let's talk about it. Look at that. 2 solid ace 10s. Wow.
So we're just putting all the paint out there right now.
A little something for everybody there.
These would be pretty bad tonk hands.
35.
Michael raises it up to 35.
I'd like to thank B Million again for keeping the chat flowing. We appreciate it, buddy.
B Million, I believe, is going to be hosting a little roundtable discussion after our game tonight.
Thank you for bringing it up.
No problem.
I appreciate that. So guys, if you're watching this game, excuse me, and you see a hand that makes you scratch your head and you're wondering what were they thinking, ask us in chat. We'll write it down, and after the show tonight, we're going to do a little roundtable discussion around the table. So if we have your questions on file here, we will ask them directly, and we can have a little one-on-one action with you guys.
You ever watch The Walking Dead?
2 to go.
I do every week.
Did you ever watch the show after The Walking Dead?
The Talking Dead
Yeah.
with my favorite person on earth, Chris Hardwick.
Right. That's going to be like our little roundtable with B Million.
Yeah, minus the blood and guts.
Right. There's no blood and guts. Well, it depends on how much pain is brought.
Yeah,
However, B Million will be hosting and talking to the players, so submit your questions today.
yeah. You can see his groovy little mustache
3
too.
players.
So if you want to know why Harry played that 10-8, send that question to B Mill.
10 now.
Hang on a second, folks.
Heads up. There. Check. 10.
Tammy has the straight, by the way. We were just talking to our tournament director coach off camera there. We're trying to get some things figured out. It's like Harry's gonna
30.
raise Tammy here. And all in.
Tammy with the straight. Put all her chips in.
I think Harry might
Fine.
Hollywood for a second. He's like, he doesn't even Hollywood. He's just like, I'm done with this.
We're in a good spot.
Harry's like, darn it. That was a bad timed situation.
Straddle. 5 to go.
Do you think he read that she had a 6?
Getting tired of that?
Once you want to win, I think he's like, I think she's got a 6 here. I'm actually fairly
There's
certain
an
she has a
open
6.
seat down here.
You have to use one of these.
I'm sorting them out here.
This will be for him.
This guy scares me.
5 to go. Live straddle.
It's like Moskowitz when he was 30.
Oh, brother. Yeah, it makes me want to use it now.
Yeah, see, now you want to use it. Actions on Chuck, Queen 8 suited.
Looks like we have
Oh,
a
straddles.
live straddle action here.
Paul Boston just flips his cards.
Maybe
to
someone
the wind.
in the chat can tell me, is there ever a dead straddle? Why do we have to announce live straddle?
A dealer told me once, and I totally forgot. So I'm,
yeah.
I'm no help to you. B Mill.
If anyone has the answer to that
Live
question, pass it along because I feel like an inadequate poker player for not knowing the answer to that.
We got 5, and Chuck gets a check mark.
Nothing like flopping a check mark.
Chuck mark.
That's 12.
I guess
It's not technically the nuts,
no. I guess I'll have to save my squirrel photo for later.
but it's the nuts of all the hands that are playing.
Welcome everybody to the stream. So our number is bumped up.
Yeah, we're rocking
substantially.
about 70-some people. We think we hit a max of like 115 last week, so tell your friends to join the chat room and watch the live stream tonight because we're here for another 3 hours.
So I think
3+ hours because we got the little after program.
I don't know why I thought you were gonna say afterbirth. So
I don't know why you would think
so
that either.
Harry is just calling here with a gutter ball and a jack high flush possibility. I don't know if he had like intentions of like trying to rep the ace of spades there, but that was kind of wonky. I'll guess he had an 8 and a queen. My bad, guys.
39.
39.
39.
I'm not gonna lie. Harry's playing a little more different than I thought he would.
Right.
I kind of thought Harry would be more chill, 3-bet, blast away. He's been more in a Collie Wally kind of situation for the most part.
5 straddle. 5 to go.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a pot where he comes from ahead. You know what I'm saying? He's always wait a minute. You know what? I just give up.
Yeah, hey,
Look at that! Chat room's 97 people. Move on.
Just distract us from your goofy comment. Yeah, he's been in more of a situation where he's just he's been more. I mean, obviously, it's up Time Walker TV. Thanks for the follow.
Time Walker TV. Thanks, buddy.
He's been in a situation other than where he just flop everything when an ace is full. He's been in situations where he's kind of just calling, trying to catch bluffs, kind of doing some weird stuff outside instead of just being like the aggressor and trying to win pots that way.
That's what I tried to say. Hello, chat room 124. We broke a record.
Welcome everybody.
Welcome to the.
Appreciate you guys hanging out.
Every week it gets better and better. So we thank all of our regular fans. We thank all of our new fans that have joined the stream tonight.
High Mindsets, I think, thinks Harry is a station. And at this point, he kind of looks like one. I can't really argue with you. But knowing Harry, playing with Harry before, granted it was only a handful of times, I don't think that's his general strategy. I think he's just kind of
Yeah, I've played poker
playing a
with
little
him.
different right now.
I've probably played about 12 to 20 hours over the course of 2-3 years at the horseshoe
take the
with
over.
him, and it just doesn't. Yeah, he's playing different than what I expect.
2 to go.
I forgot Boston was at the table.
He's been kind of quiet.
He wish he was golfing.
If you look at Boston's thumb, he recently chopped half of it off.
Makes it 10.
But he's like a lizard and it grew back.
Michael has your favorite hand.
Just do it. Just grab the sign.
Raise
Just get
the
it
10.
out.
I
Get
think
your
Pete's
sign
going
out.
to re-raise here. See where he's at. Ace Jack. No, I'm not going to do the sign. I know how much you hate it.
All right.
30.
Pete's going to bring it up to 30.
Hey, can I tell you something?
Yeah,
I love you,
I love you too.
but the phrase "see where you're at," it's almost as bad as American Airlines.
Okay, I'll stop using it.
No, you can say
No,
it.
whatever.
It's fine. It's one of those phrases like, what do you mean see where you're at? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, neither do I.
I think in this spot, I think he actually thinks like
Oh, that's
he's raising the re-steal.
Hello, 165 people joining Poker on Air in our Twitch chat room. Welcome to everybody. If you're new to our stream, we are
Did you say nude?
new
New.
to our
That's
stream.
different.
Every Tuesday night, we're here from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. providing live poker action for you. We're going to have different, tonight is a 1-2 no limit hold'em cash game. Some nights we're going to have sit and go tournaments. Some nights we're going to have some little POA. We're going to change it up here and there and bring you guys all the action.
That's right.
Every Tuesday night.
Yeah, so thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. We appreciate it greatly. There's been a lot of effort put in behind the scenes, and we're glad it's paying off with your viewership.
You guys are the reason why we bring this broadcast to you, because you love poker as much as we love poker, and you love watching poker as much as we love providing you the best quality poker, not only visually, but
I just saw the best screen name. What? We got a T-Rex in the building. Spelled appropriately.
I think you're gonna have to explain that one.
What's up, nerd boys? I don't know if I can, to be honest with you. Pretty good flop for Harry. Just saying.
Hey, T-Rex.
So Harry flops the goods. Problem is this board is ugly as sin. Which means that I don't think he can get too much out of Chuck. At the same time, he can't feel super pumped about 3/8. Especially now.
Right.
Check.
Yep, I thought that's my go check. And James Harden shows him the bad news.
Who's this James Harden guy? His name's
James-
Harry.
No, that's his undercover name.
Oh, okay.
So when James Harden is not on the basketball court, he goes by a different name, by Harry. He even throws people off by wearing a Chicago Bulls hat, and that's what keeps him incognito.
Dealer's nose. He prefers to be called Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, brother. Yeah, our dealer goes by Mr. Belvedere because he keeps things tight and needy. Neat and tidy is what we're going for, everybody.
Sorry, I get so excited when I see there's 180 people in our chat room. You guys are awesome.
Just leave them in spot. We're good. In the little box here. The only place where we like art.
Call.
Right now, James Harden is just going for the MVP of the table.
Call.
They don't look the same. You see that beard? The beard's what the correlation is, my man.
Yeah, we brought this up earlier. There's a fantastic beard on our table and a great furry mustache on our table. And they're right next to each other.
Furry is a great
Look
name
at it. There
for
it is. Look at that picture.
I bet he can do a dance with it, like just do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
If he wiggles his nose,
Yeah.
he can do like the wave.
4-player.
Christ. Wait, I'm not even going to say it. Christ Gamer. Thank you.
Boom.
Crisis Gamer. Probably what it means. Joel Max 3. Thanks for being a follower.
Appreciate it.
If I had $1 for every follower.
If I had $1 for every time Pete made top pair.
Nate Dons. Thanks for following. Shout outs to anyone that follows.
Thank you, Divine Fishy. Appreciate the follow. I love when the follow just come rapid fire like that. Look at that.
Dirty G6.
Dirty
What
G.
up? What up? Thanks for being a follower. Your turn.
Tom Green. No, wait.
Tom
Reagate.
Regate.
Raygate?
Raygate. GG, I'm done.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I love that name.
I think we're just in a competition now for who can have the best handle.
Ace 11D.
I'm going with Acid.
Acid. T-Rex.
There's my favorite.
There's the favorite right now. Only because we
I'm
had
voting for T-Rex right now.
because we had a player last
so
week.
Good.
Hey guys, thank you. It's
Yeah,
you folks that we do this for, and we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, if it wasn't for you guys, we'd be talking to ourselves. As
I
much as
mean-
we like to hear our own voices, that would make a whole lot of sense.
I do love to hear my own voice.
Yeah, I like hearing your voice.
Well, if I could personally give each and every one of you guys a hug, I would give you a hug for being a follower.
Where you guys live, we're on our way.
No answer.
No way.
You can come to the studio too.
Call.
We'll give you the GPS coordinates.
That's a joke.
It's 1, 2.
That's up.
I don't even.
Where would that
I'm
send
lost.
them, I wonder?
I think Antarctica.
That'd be great.
Paul technically the best hand.
Okay.
Tammy with a nice little inside straight draw. And Kapuya.
Hi, Tammy. You just turned a straight. Boss and ace on the river.
Thank you, Teddy. Teddy-o.
12.
T-Rex is really hung up on the whole nude action.
We have 187 people in our chat room.
That's all I gotta say about that.
What's all I got to say about that? Oh, looks like we're getting a player in.
Ermagerd. Ermagerd, we have 187 followers.
160 followers. 187 people in the chat room.
I'll take the over on 160. Yeah, that's without refreshing. We're way over that now.
I just don't know if I want to play like the first day or second.
There's
day.
as called earlier, the White Ivy.
Said my name wouldn't fit.
Pete.
Right, he was given that nickname week 1, I think, that he was
Yeah.
on there.
M-A-N-D-Y.
Week 1, our first time, our first Tuesday telecast. Look how serious Chuck looks. Chuck's just like, I mean, he is.
So are the
Two-
headphones for show or what's going on?
Maybe they're the kind that you can turn inside out and let the whole table listen to him. Listen to.
Because I haven't
like,
seen him put them on yet.
He's probably like, what do you think? Hey chat, what do you think Chuck's listening to in his headphones right now? My vote, Keith Sweat.
We could have B Mill run out and answer that question for us. What is that? Oh, it's a chip count. People just come. The crazy thing is people just come in our room and they just throw things on our desk.
Cooch puts a piece of paper on the table. and
Wait, where we can't reach it.
Dan looks at it like it's like a dead rabbit. Like it's just a piece of paper.
What do we got? What do we get? We get goodies? Hey, it's a chip count. In case you want to know, I'm gonna let Trevor go down and read
Nerd
this
voice.
chip count.
Welcome to the chat, man. Good to see you back. I saw someone talk about it earlier. I heard Jason busted in the F tops. It's a bummer. So here's a quick little rundown of our chip counts. Paul Boston in seat 2
Why
has.
don't you go top to bottom? You're just gonna randomly throw numbers out. Go top bottom.
I'm going top to bottom.
No. Value top bottom.
That's too different.
Alright.
I'm going to look. They're right in front of me.
Do what
Paul
you gotta
Boston
do.
right there in front of us. He's got 335.
I'm thinking theme from The Bodyguard. That's my guess.
15.
Will you sing a bit?
And I.
But so much money in
Good golly. We're going to need some new headphones, guys. All right. We'll get to the chip counts
Chip
in 1
counts.
second. We'll get to
Go
it in 1
ahead.
second. We do have a new player at the table. Her name is Mandy. And she sat down to some lovely ladies.
Hello, Mandy.
It's
Welcome to Rubber
it's
City
ladies'
Poker.
night. Harry reluctantly throws away his 8s. So Paul made it 15. She went Kapuya. I made it $60.
It says,
And it was long gone. So
it says, hey boys, we're playing poker.
so here's our chip counts real quick. So Paul Boston has about 320 at this point. Tammy 154. Mandy's got about, she spun it for 200, but she's probably like 220 so right now. Mike's at 223. Harry's at 312, so he's stuck about $88 or so. Dave's at 147, so he's up a little bit.
Next month or in May?
Pete's at 716 and Chuck's at 213. So nothing too crazy so far, but thank you to Brocker14 for the follow. Appreciate it.
Even if it doesn't, you know.
Mandy.
We're gonna do both at the same time?
Thank you for the follow. I'm sorry I missed that last one there, but I appreciate it.
Been raised to 15.
Danny Donut, dunk it in your coffee. Thanks for the follow.
Danny Donut. R3NZ000. I'm 0.
J Darkin28, appreciate it.
Hello, followers.
Welcome.
Welcome everybody to the chat room. Ever Concept, you're a follower. Thank you, sir. Or ma'am. Or whatever gender you prefer.
Bad beat one time.
That'd be one time.
Thank you for
Why
the
does
follow.
everybody have a royal flush?
Stony 553. Everyone's chopping.
Well,
Everyone's chopping
they all
with the
have
best
hearts.
end.
Doing one at a time, sorry.
Psychoider.
Psychoider.
If I say your name wrong, I'm sorry. I really, really love you and appreciate
Jazz is go.
Is that good?
He just mix a bunch of those words together. It's all good.
Now we are, yeah. Thank you.
Whether I say your name right or whether I say your name wrong,
Yeah, just-
Trevor will send you $5.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just seeing if I can break you.
Just drumming up some business. Chat's gonna blow up with, I don't think he said my name right.
Harry is a fishy. Wow, someone joined the chat room. Harry is a fishy. You followed. Thank you, sir.
All right. So
And I love the name.
Chuck and Tammy. What? Are you just playing favorites? Are you saying Harry's a fish?
T Benda, if I missed your follow, thank you
Wow.
for the follow.
How many times did this happen tonight?
What?
Look at this. People are just flopping. Oh my gosh, is this gonna happen? Tammy flops the nuggies, and now Chuck's got options to resuck out here, or whatever you want to say.
Right? Because I'm feeling like.
T Bindo,
I'm
there's your
feeling
shout
like a
out.
10.
Just do it. Just put a 10.
T
out there.
Binda, you get a double shout out. T Binda, you get this. That's for you, T Binda. Special.
Can you extend it? Can you get it here? Let's get it nice and close. So we're dodging bullets, baby, and we're shouting you out twice.
Shouting out.
Well, that 4's not gonna do much. Tammy just throws out a tiny little value bet here.
Timmy bets out 25.
And Chuck's like, "Do you have it? Like, do you just like, you just flop the world, and I'm sitting here stuck with 2 pair?"
$25. I don't know. I'm not a good poker player, nor do I claim to be. I'm not a professional.
That's right. That's what you use every time.
I don't know. There's a lot out there, but I don't know. For 25, pot 82. I think I call.
I'm kicking it in. I'm calling
I'm
for sure.
calling. It's a wrong call, but hey.
I love the chat loves the pain too. Even though we just said we would do it, we're like, don't do it.
Right. I'm trying to.
We would do it, but don't do it.
I would do it, but I'm a bad poker player, Chuck.
We are better talkers than we are players. It's just, which says we're terrible.
I'm
poker
known
players.
for my looks, not my poker playing.
Yeah. Yeah. He's getting better than 3-1. I think he's gonna be. I think he's got the winning hand more often than not.
Because yeah, I thought you had it.
I think he needs to switch up his playlist and start playing some Ace of Base or something.
So Tammy's raking another pot. She's starting to
She's
creep back
fine.
up.
She finds a way.
She does. She's like survives.
Like, yeah.
Hey, we are going to have coming up here next month on a Sunday, a special Sunday broadcast of Rubber City Poker. We're going to have an all-ladies game.
All ladies, all around the table. So
Trevor and I will be wearing wigs because we want to fit in.
I hadn't thought about that, but that's
You
a great
haven't?
idea.
I've been talking about it in my head for like weeks now.
I mean, I had my skirt picked out, but I didn't think anything about
no,
the wig.
I'm wearing a wig and I'm stuffing my shirt.
Well, we go.
I don't think she's capable of bluffing in that spot, but sometimes she might overvalue top pair as well. Like she might think that like ace jack is a nuts there. So I think calling with 2 pair is perfectly fine.
Pete's got the ladies. Tammy raises 12. Pete repops it.
32 to go.
$32. It's gonna be 30 back to
See,
Tammy.
this is where I think like
Oh, Chuck with jacks.
this is where I
is gonna
think
be
people are
fun.
making. I think this is where I think people are making a mistake against Tammy. She calls a lot, so why not make it a full 3x or even maybe 3.5x? Like if she's opening, she's not gonna fold. Definitely not folding now.
Boston, let's go. 8-8. Harry is a fishy. Got you as a follower.
Now it's official.
Now it is official. We need to bust 200 today. You say that one.
Mad Kook. Mad Kook, thanks for the follow.
Mad Kook. Colleen 300.
Player.
What
Alright.
up, girl?
All right, Jack 6 Queen on the flop.
Check.
Well,
You
you missed.
T Benda.
T Benda.
That's your 3rd shout out.
That's your third.
Fourth if you count both of us repeating your name.
Pete feeling his queens are great.
5.
So neck up.
Neck you parrot. Neck up parrot.
I kept wanting to say carrot.
Clemson Donk.
Welcome, Donk.
Welcome, Donk. Hey, we got one for you. Welcome, Donk. 0 fucks. I'm just reading the name.
Oh, you've been had. You have been had, my friend.
Yep.
Sorry, all new followers, because I'm losing it right now. Oh, we've been.
I was
had.
just reading the chat names. I'm sorry.
All right, what's going on in this game? All right, so Pete 3-bet pre-flop, got 2 callers,
All in.
and wow, C-bet's 55, and Chuck's gonna try to push him off of it here with the re-raise.
It's 108 back to Tammy. Just gotta let her sixes go at this point. Come on. Hollywood getting some camera time. Back to Pete. Does he have a
Put it all
king?
together.
It's 108.
108 to win
53.
261.
53 back to Poker Pete.
I wish Pete talked louder because I think this would be interesting to hear what he was saying.
I wish I was inside his head.
He goes, "Can I let the chat down?" I'm not sure if I can.
I wish the mic could pick him up.
Well, Pete definitely has him covered.
Really?
Sorry, I don't even know why I said that.
Call.
No.
Is there pain? Is there pain? Must be
Looked
no
like
pain.
it. We didn't get to see it, but apparently I'll tune at 10.
Dude,
Thanks for the overhead
and a
shot.
10 ball.
And Pete?
Clemson don't call it a slow roll.
Pete, like every week?
Every
Just
week, dude.
stacks
This is like his. This is like his
stacks.
job. Like he comes, he punches in, makes a trillion, and walks out.
Yeah, once the other one comes in, I get a pocket pair right there.
People don't like Chuck right now. Let's kill the table volume real quick. Thank you. That was a basic call though. I think Pete just did the mathematics and was like, you know what? I think Chuck might be full of baloney.
Right, and even, well, I don't know, because he thought, well, I'm beat, but I got to put the money in, because the first thing he asks when he throws his money is, got the king, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was here. There was a poker player one time coined this phrase of a verbal free roll. So he goes, "You got the king, right? So if he's right,
10 now.
he's right." Everyone's like, "Oh, you put me on a king, whatever." But if you're wrong, you're winning. So like, no matter what, you look like you're right.
10 to
Right.
go.
So it's called a verbal free roll. You guys can use that at your leisure now.
Thanks. Let me, you know what? Give me a pen. Let me write that down.
Heads up.
Okay, just take it out of your notebook.
Sure. 15.
I have a really soft chin. I noticed that the other day. My chin's not, I don't have a strong chin.
Okay, I'm going to feel his chin. Keep the cameras off.
What do you think? No, not mean soft to the touch. I mean soft like, you know, people have a strong jaw, strong
Oh,
face.
sorry. I didn't mean to rub your chin.
Yeah, that was weird. Think so.
Hey, you and your brother, come on up. I'll give you the coordinates. Just text me.
Come on, Clemson, bring it.
We only have one epic beard. I'm trying to make my goatee that epic, but it just isn't happening.
You like the feel of it.
I bow.
Flopping in
I
the
bow to the beardness
Go.
That is Harry.
that is Harry. I mean, there's no comparing.
But hey guys, if you want to keep up with all of our updates, feel free to follow us on Twitter at PokerOnAir, or you can follow Dan.
30.
Your handle is,
At Suited Dan,
and my handle is at t.1512.
if I get 15 new Twitter followers, then I will take pictures of beards all week and post them.
That is a great challenge. Hey chat, go follow Suited Dan on Twitter because make him work. Make him work for all these beard posts.
I will
throughout
go
the
around
week.
and just take pictures of people's beards.
Wait,
One-
are you talking about live people? Like people in real life? You're just gonna go.
yeah,
snap
I
a
will go
photo.
up and snap photos of people's beards for
Thank
the
you,
next week. Once
Thank
a
you,
week.
Swags, for the follow.
Mookie88, you are now a follower.
Are you? Is that Mookie Blaylock,
Yes.
formerly of the Atlanta Hawks?
Yes.
Atlanta Hawks in the first place
Big
in the East
poker
Division.
P with the ace
Mike
king's
Cleveland
gonna
Cavaliers in
throw
second.
out some money here.
45.
Harry with pocket nines.
We'll see if everyone's calling Harry a station here. Let's see if he calls here or not.
I think he's raising.
115.
115. Pete's asking what he's got left.
Instantly, it wasn't like hem ha. This was like, what do you got back? We'll see if let's see what Pete does here.
Man, we need to get the mic on Pete.
In his brain?
No, we just need to get a mic on his like lapel or something.
He doesn't ever say anything.
He's second big hand in a row. He's been talking. Pete stack up to about 832. Got the table covered.
282. Thank you.
Ooh. Table burn.
I believe it's 282.
Shots fired. Let's it go.
Good pot for Harry there. See, that's what I was expecting from him from the get-go.
Right, no call and just.
You know, just because there's an overcard out there doesn't mean that you can't just blast away with your pocket nines.
Is that Harry's kid? For real?
Who's Harry's kid?
T. Benda.
What's up, T. Benda?
He said, "Yeah, Dad." Oh.
Oh, I'm behind. You have this updated technology over here. I'm a little low.
See, and he just went, "Yeah, Dad."
Yeah, Dad.
Tell your dad we love his beard.
Wow, you're just on that beard.
I feel like I can't even talk about it anymore.
You don't have to.
6 now.
I think when we let our players on break, I'm gonna ask if I can touch it,
And then give it like a detailed description.
and then tell everybody about it later on.
So
Did Paul just call
Paul just-
6 with ace queen suited?
I think because it rhymes, Paul call.
Paul call. Better call Paul.
So let's see. Who's the most aggressive player at the table tonight? His name is Pete. Pete opens, and you're just gonna flat with ace queen. I think you got a raise for value there for sure.
Uh-oh. Pete's gonna throw some money out now. No, he checked.
16.
Well, I think I see. See, this is why repeats kind of good. Like he raised and gets a bunch of colors. He has to know that someone else has an ace more than likely. Look at that. Snap.
Smart player.
mucks.
Snap muck.
Snap muck.
Can I use that too?
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot tonight. Snap muck.
Yeah. Jot that down. I'm gonna bring you like a roll of like index cards next time.
Someone wants to know if you're their dad. Nerd voice would like to be your son. You're not my dad.
There you go, nerd voice. That was my best. That was my best attempt at.
You have to go.
J-card.
You're not my dad.
Were you eating soup? What are you doing over there?
You could have me a pack of those peanut M&Ms and watch my sugar rise. Hey, Dave, I forgot you were playing.
Water is good.
Flats for $2. Paul Jack 3.
B million. Who are you declining? Someone trying to get to second base with you?
Harry must have a lot of kids.
Yeah, he does. Good for him. Means
4 players.
it all works down there.
Cole the dealer owes everyone. Hey, let me ask the chat room because
25.
I know you know some of these players. Visit Cleveland Horseshoe. Is there any dealers from the Horseshoe in our chat room right now? From the Horseshoe Cleveland?
Dave just shipped that with Jack 10 for sure. For real? I don't think so. I think that's a misclick. Misclick on the software.
Hard to go. Live strap.
You don't have to hide if you're a dealer. Cards dealer.
Why does he row everybody? Is he on a swim, like a boat team?
See, I thought Cole was. I'm trying to figure out who he is now.
Cole, do you know Dan Crafton?
Big,
Ben,
big
the
fat
stud.
guy that's always there.
Ben the stud, welcome to the chat and the stream, everybody.
Hard to go, live strap.
Cole the dealer, he rows everybody. Row. I can't do that anymore.
Wait, he owes everyone. He doesn't row.
Oh, he owes. Well, he shouldn't show his face if he owes everybody money. Someone give Mike a hand. He's had 10s, and I'm not sure if people that last one or not.
I think it's kind of cold.
Is that what it is? That what you, got a little flu bug or something?
Heads up. Pete.
Think
Must be
Tammy's
chilly.
gonna? Go ahead.
Tammy's all buttoned up too. She must be chilly as well.
I was gonna say, do you think Tammy's gonna get aggressive here against Pete?
I think she knows better.
Oh, yeah, because it's like I think she's like, oh, if I put like $20, she's gonna come over like 60. Then what am I gonna do? So Pete takes advantage of her
What is-
check, and then she's just gonna flat this call, huh?
It's tough to bluff Tammy. You know, she really likes to call.
I think Pete can take it down with a bet here.
Sure.
So Pete,
Sure.
I'm not sure what happened here. How does
I think Pete could have took that hand down.
you think?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
bet on the river.
for sure.
Because I mean, she just flat. She didn't raise his turn bet, so you know he knows that she doesn't have like a made hand.
Yeah, that was kind of silly.
So if he comes with that ace,
Live straddle, 5 to go.
I don't know. I think he takes it down.
Moogie wants to play against Tammy day. I think T Ben is getting in fights on her channel right now. I didn't know Harry had any children, but at this rate, he has about 75, and apparently one legit one. B million, you giving away free monies? What's going on over there?
Wait, I missed the conversation with Cole. Do I know you? Do I know you?
Call.
Does this game book? Tell me what he's saying.
I don't know. Like, do we book? Can we book you, or do you want to book us?
Do you want to play? Is that what you're saying?
Do you want to have us come to you with this fancy table and air your home game?
Do you want us to come up to the Horseshoe Cleveland and have the Horseshoe pay us to come up there and we'll broadcast all your tournament games? Of course we will.
Sounds like fun.
Seems a bet.
Harry's a flush draw and a pair. He's mathematically leading this hand.
Heads up.
So Pete with nines here. Harry's still with a pair of fours and a flush draw. We are on a 0 delay.
Yeah, there's probably a 0 delay.
It's like 30 seconds maybe.
Yeah, I think what you're seeing is less
Ooh.
than a minute.
Ring a ding ding.
Sure.
Nice little river card there. This isn't. I feel like I want to hold this side up, even though it's not quite like a substantial enough hand. But I just been waiting to hold it up for
What
a
is it?
while. Oh my gosh, Harry just got there. It's kind of funny, like you're going for the flush and then you just back into 2 pair. That's always like a good time. Like last night, someone had a flush draw and they went runner for a double gut shot straight. I'm like, you took the scenic route to get there.
I was kind of surprised Pete called there with 9s.
Well, I think Pete has to make sure doesn't have a missed flush right there. He's just calling every street. Looks like a flush draw. He's happy to make 2 pair in the river.
Yeah. You're
Thank
so
you.
much smarter than I am.
As we determined earlier, you are an extremely smart gentleman. Go Dad. Chat room's gonna blow up for Dad right now.
I don't know, your name says you owe everybody. I don't think you're good.
If you're good, you shouldn't need staked,
No.
in my humble opinion.
I'll let him know at the next meeting.
Dad's not cashing out. Dad's gonna ride this wave
2 to go.
to the tippy top.
Go Park Runner like a vampire. I love it. Harry has lots of children. I can't wait to tell him on break that he's fathered half the chat room.
He's like Sean Kemp.
Hey guys, we're at 192 in our chat tonight. We'd love to get over 200
What's
tonight.
up, Munchie? Thanks for the follow.
And you guys can be a record audience for us. This is only like our 3rd or 4th week of broadcasting.
Sensei
So
Gizmo.
we're like babies. We're infants. We're growing, and we're growing each week because of you guys. And we want to thank you.
long
and-
hair, don't care. Welcome to the
4 players.
Team Rubber City Cash.
Asian guy 78. What up? Is that Scotty?
Could be.
Could be.
Actually, it could
Was
be.
he born in 78? I was kind of thinking that might be close.
I think he's probably born about 80. I don't think he's 5 years older than me.
Anyhow, folks.
I did tell Scotty to watch tonight though.
199, guys. We're almost at 200. We can do it. We can do it. If we hit 200, Trevor's gonna dance.
I will show you a surprise for all of our new watchers tonight. Some of you who are seasoned veterans of the show will have already seen it, but
Get one more follower, folks.
one more viewer.
One more viewer. Sorry.
Dave stacks up a nice little pot. What do you think about Dave buying it for $100, coming in short? What's your feelings on that?
He bought him for what?
Bought it for $100, shortest out of everybody.
What's he sitting now? Looks like 150.
Yeah, about. No, like,
I don't know.
What do you think about that strategy though? Like coming into cash game and buying in short. Love it, hate it.
I see it all
don't
the
care?
time. I see it all the time.
203.
203.
Pretty go.
Trevor's about ready to dance. If you want to turn the cameras on back here.
I'm not dancing. I'm just gonna. This is my face when we have 203 followers, viewers. I keep.
I love it.
Bum, 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 bum.
We have 203.
Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate it so much. Like we said before, we won't be here without you guys. So there goes silly face. Here's my real face.
Let's
Thank
get back
you so
to Pete's
much.
Kings.
Appreciate it.
3 players.
Mookie's making sure that Dad still brings home lunch money tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna have a little action here. Again, Pete has a flippin' monster.
16.
Tammy with the flush draw, which is gonna be it's gonna be hard to get her off of the flush draw.
Dave with a flush draw
Not gonna
too,
lie.
by the way. But he does fold. Pete's gonna raise here. I think Tammy's calling. She wants to see that other heart. As soon as she hits that other heart, she's
Yeah,
gonna,
I think she's kind of
come on.
made her mind up.
She's
Which-
committed to calling
i-
everywhere.
If she is,
yeah.
I wouldn't hate shoving, but
Oh.
because if a heart rips off in here, I don't know if she can get
Heads
a
up.
full double. Ooh. Ooh. Let's see how this plays out here.
Yeah. She should jam right here. Pete folds.
Check.
Give him the opportunity.
I think Pete's officially put her on a flush draw. But he actually could probably also put her on a 6 because she
55.
has called with second pair on a number of occasions. What do you think, chat? Will she? Won't she?
I don't think she calls 55 here. She's got to put all of her chips in, or she's gonna play it down.
It's actually a weird size by Pete. I'm interested to see what the chat says about his sizing on this hand.
It's like she heard me. Come on, heart. That's what she wants.
You think she thinks her king's live? Probably, right? See, this is a bad turn card in my opinion.
No, I think she's just got it all in.
It's a
on
good
hearts.
card. It's a good card for her to bluff on.
I don't
but,
think
like-
she puts Pete on a queen,
Obviously.
but I don't know because she calls a lot. There it is.
He's raises his eyebrows and says, "Well, if you do, you do."
Nope, missed.
And here comes more money for Pete. And he sees the king high, and he shows her the goods. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Pete is he's just the man. He has it all the time.
Whenever he's got people drawing out on him, whenever he's got people drawn out on him, he dodges. He dodges bullets, like this. He dodges them.
Dodging
and,
bullets, baby.
And then when he needs the hit, he hits. When he comes in kind of weak, like a king 7 or something, he hits his king 7.
Yeah. I mean, now Pete just has heaps. So I don't even know how people are gonna attack him at this point.
We are an hour and a half into this game, and Pete is more than doubled up.
Wow.
And this is just not tonight, folks. He's a regular like this.
Yeah, this is his third time on here, and he's yet to come even close to being stuck. Ganar Jai, thank you for the follow.
Oh, damn it, Cyrus. Thank you for the follow.
Welcome, Cyrus.
The guy you stalk.
Do you think many men that get stalked? Mackay Pfeiffer.
I
Oh,
think it's MK Lucifer.
oh, I thought you were the guy from 8 Mile. Dreadlocks.
Petzilla 21.
No, anywho, but do you think a lot of men get stalked? I don't think it's a common.
Happens to me all the time.
Monte Queen. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow.
We peaked 200 tonight, folks.
Appreciate it.
For those of you that are new, you can find us here every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. We appreciate if you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/pokeronair. You can follow us on Twitter at pokeronair. You can follow myself and Trevor on Twitter if you want. I'm at Suited Dan, and Trevor is at
T.1512.
We're not really that interesting people, but hey, we talk.
I
a
retweet
lot.
really funny stuff.
I do too.
I don't tweet my stuff. I mean, I don't have the biggest repertoire of followers at this point, but in the future, I think I will, and that's when I'll start being my peak funny level.
I mean, I'll be a great content creator, but I'm a content stealer,
The best.
and I'll make you laugh. But if I get 15 new followers tonight, I will take pictures of beards all week long.
Random people, like people you don't even know. You're just gonna be like, oh, hey man, I like your beard. I'm taking a photo.
Right? I will see a cool beard, and I will take that picture, and I will tweet it out.
4 players.
Don't get to see Harry's hand there.
Well, looks like Tammy reloaded, and she flopped middle set, or bottom set rather. Chuck's got top pair and a gut shot.
Fall. All in.
Wow. Just trying to get that money's
I
back.
don't think she's got she doesn't have a ton now.
80.
Looks like she bought it for like a little over 100. So there's a
Top pair of gut shot.
There's
There's
a-
Chuck do 73.
there's a comment in the chat that's funny.
Oh, let me look at it.
I can't repeat it, but it is funny. I'm guessing you found it with that little chuckle. I'm just gonna call you Fatty D. Fatty D. It made me laugh. Thank you.
I'm still laughing.
Sometimes my laugh just so.
Did Mandy make that call?
Whoa! Whoa!
You got me covered. I only have 76.
She just
What?
called that though.
Well, what?
Wow. So,
What just happened?
so let me kind of replay while you're talking to Fatty D. Tammy hits a set. She puts all her chips in.
Oh my
Mandy
gosh.
makes the call, and then Chuck puts his chips all in.
So what's Mandy doing?
So it's back to Mandy for 25. But I mean, really, at this point, I mean, you throw it in, right?
So Tammy's obviously in great position. Chuck wants a jack for all the money.
Right.
Hey, B Million, that was a ridiculous comment, by the way, but so good, so good. Six for all the L's. Oh my God! Chop it up. This is why you have a professional dealer that chops stuff up like this.
Oh, crazy. Chop, chop, chop. Hang the sign up.
Oh, Tammy's just like, no.
Oh.
Oh, I'm watching it in chat now. Oh my gosh.
Real lucky runner.
LOLs everywhere.
Runner.
Oh, trip 8.
She has both crushed.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
goodness.
Oh, so
I was
good.
rooting for the jack.
Me too.
Jacker. The 10 was no good.
That was hysterical.
Man.
Poker's rigged, right? Poker's rigged.
Going for the gut shot.
Yeah. It's all rigged. It's
What
all
is-
fake.
What is this, carbon?
We do it for the entertainment.
Might as well let it ride.
That was. I was like, I couldn't even like get it out of my mouth, and it's just like kerplop right there.
Mandy knew. I love that comment. Mandy knew this chop was coming.
Oh, Mandy knew. She's like, you know what? We're just gonna tie at the end. It's no big deal. We'll just tie. We'll pass the chips back. We'll just tie.
This is why I love the chat.
That is the best.
I'm not mad about it.
The chat is the engine that runs this thing.
After the turn.
I'm like, put a deuce at something that, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Some of these other jacks, though. Sure.
Everyone gets to keep playing.
Settle down, chat room. Settle down. It's a three-way chop. It's all good. It's all good.
2 to go. Pretty sick, though.
We still got 2.5 hours of poker to go, folks. 2.5 hours to go.
One card from
We're just getting started, really.
We're just getting started. You thought that hand was crazy? Huh. Wait till you see this one.
Someone just called you the caboose. I'll tell you what, the caboose is loose.
Wait a minute. Was that like a good thing or a bad thing?
You bring up the rear.
Mark, you got another backup?
Blunt Step TV.
Come on, man.
Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow.
Thank you for calling me a caboose.
Nahi's won.
3 players.
Thank you for the follow.
You can't be leaving already.
So Harry doesn't want hearts.
JPHX01.
It's a good start for Chuck.
Crappy cars.
All in.
Chuck aces up.
Join the club, brother.
Pigskin pointers.
It's all in for 116.
Pigskin pointer sounds like a.
Nope, not
FD.
doing it. FD.
Welcome, Fatty D. Welcome to the stream. Sorry if we missed any of the followers. We try to keep up with all of them, but sometimes they missed a couple.
Right. If we missed you and a follow, because we just peaked at 212 concurrent viewers and 208 followers, we love you all. You guys are making us, guys, and we appreciate it. It's the only reason to be on Twitch is people like you to entertain you guys, and hopefully we're being entertaining for you. Because if you're not having a good time, then you wouldn't hang out. So
Disheartening? Not at all. We're the new kids in the block. We're just still getting out there. We know people stream for months and months without getting very many followers.
no, actually, I think our first stream we had like 30-some, 40-some people.
Yeah, second one we had about 70.
And then last week we had about 115. This week we peaked at like 220.
Yeah, so it's a steady climb.
It's
So
a steady climb.
so we're nothing disheartening about anything.
We're new.
We're here.
We're all word of mouth. We're not like, we're just trying to get word of mouth out there to let people know.
People want Harry to do some rhymes out there.
I hope B Million's taking notes on all this stuff because we're gonna have a great after show.
That's right. Just speaking on that, we're gonna have a nice little roundtable discussion out at the table. So if you guys have questions you want to ask the players about a certain hand, like what their thought process was, anything like that, tell our mod B Million, and he will try to keep track for us, and we'll ask our players at the end of the game to discuss what they were feeling about a certain hand.
Yep. So yeah, send your inquiries. We're gonna do probably like a little 15-20 minute post game show where we can and those questions that you ask the players. B Million is gonna moderate, and he'll ask those questions you want to hear.
Well, there's the old rock and roll bink ball in the river. So Mandy went blast rather. Tammy flats
Hey, Mr.
flop
Belvedere.
and turn, and
72.
Spanks are flushing the river here. I just say spank. Just wonder where you're going. So looks like Tammy's all in, and ooh, Mandy calls. She looks kind of shocked by the fact. Tammy looking stoic. Like, I think every person that has won a big pot tonight, they're just like, "Meh, meh." Like they're just afraid to smile. Smile, you won. This is time to smile.
Hey, Blunt Stuff TV. The table is a radio frequency identification table. Basically, each one of the cards has a microchip in it with a radio frequency and an identifier. And if you see those little dark green circles in front of the players, that's where the players hover their cards over, and there's readers under there that read actually which cards that they have, and that's how we get them on the screen.
I love when you talk tech.
Spoiled.
Hello. 2 to go.
So the old Dave under the gun here. Not much looking at.
Jack 4's not suited.
6 now.
I wish he'd do the wave with his mustache.
That would be impressive.
You put them on top of each other.
Oh, you can?
Call.
There you go.
Very
No problem. If you had any questions, it's not rigged. We don't set up the hands. They're each hand shuffled by the dealer. I know that 3-way chop. Everyone said, "Oh, it's rigged."
Welcome Ben to the zone. I remember that name.
It's
T-Rex isn't here tonight. I think T-Rex actually lives in Vegas.
yeah. T-Rex does live in Vegas.
He runs a poker room out there.
I think Sam's Club, Sam's Town,
Not Sam's Club.
Sam's Town.
You might be able to buy some poker sets out there, but yeah, Sam's Town out in Vegas.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I think he's like a tournament director.
Interesting flop here.
He directs people.
Mandy actually, percentage-wise, has the best. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. I just realized what was happening. Mandy, percentage-wise, actually has the best hand,
Yeah, but an 8 makes a great hand
and she wins.
because it keeps all in. Bay-O-B. Bay-O-Bay. Thank you for the follow. T-Rex, come in Canada.
Digalati. Thank you for the follow. T-Rex.
Tofu. I love it.
That's a good
Tofu
one.
is now a follower.
That's I'll put that in my top 5. Manny Paco TV. Thank you for the follow.
Whoa.
When the lights
Go out
go out
in the city.
in the poker penthouse.
And Boston decides to play.
People are gonna get curious because he hasn't played any hands.
Oh, I want to be there when Tammy calls a hand.
That's a lot. Everyone's there.
I take requests when anyone wants to hear a song.
Check. Check. Check.
8 ball for Tammy.
10 now. Call.
$10 from Chuck.
$10 Chuck.
I feel like at this point, like, if Chuck doesn't improve, I just don't think he should keep barreling against Tammy. Like, she just calls everything.
Heads up.
Peeking! Peeking! Excellent card for Tammy.
Keeps her in the hand.
Poop Chuck shout out.
What's up, Brent? Holla, holla.
Yeah, speaking of Brent played on our table about a month or so ago, maybe a month and a half.
We need him back.
And they played some wild games. So if you want to go to our website, pokeronair.com, you can see some of those old games and how crazy they were. They played a game called Ba, which stands for Brent's a jerk. That's the edited version. And it's a wild pot limit game that gets crazy. So if you want to tune into that, you can go to...
Ooh, I win.
No, I showed you my 8. You said anything.
Right, you're good.
Tammy must be Latin for station. That was funny.
That was weird.
Oh. He said anyone. That's good. I said I have to eat.
Don't put him on that spot. There you go. That's fine.
Oh, alright, that was just weird. So anyhow, you can go to our website, pokeronair.com, and check out all of our old broadcasts in full 1080p HD.
Not like some of those people that take content
Yeah, some
and
people
then rebroadcast other people's content at a lower quality.
yeah, like who would watch anything in 360?
Right.
Doesn't make sense.
Oh, hey folks. Looks like this is a sweet in the pot hand.
We got another sweet in the pot hand here, so we got a healthy little bucket here of fruits and nuts, all kinds of healthy things you can snack on.
Brought to you by PokerFitness.tv, the website where you can check out different poses and videos of yoga poses that are beneficial to poker players and gamers around the world. And not only are they a sponsor of our game tonight and our Sweet in the Pot, if you are interested in buying any yoga type paraphernalia at guyam.com, if you go to pokerfitness.tv and click on the link from there, get free shipping on anything of $75 or more. Free shipping. This week only, super deal. Order your stuff today. Pokerfitness.tv, your one-stop shop for relaxation of the body and meditation of the mind. If you hear that sound, I just dropped the mic.
Nailed it.
So not only do they win, does Harry win this pot?
Harry's got to share that with his kids.
He's got some snacks.
You guys will each get like 3 peanuts.
T-Binda, you're getting some healthy snacks tonight from good old Dad.
Dad might not be bringing home any bacon, but he's gonna bring you some nuts.
If you're interested in playing in one of our games and you live or can make it to the Akron, Ohio area, just reach out to one of our, just send an email out to producer at, I think that's what the email address is, producer at pokeronair.com.
10 now.
Send an email there and give us some information about you, and we'll see what we can do to make it happen.
10 to go.
Looks like Paul under the gun made it $10 under the gun. Michael
Or,
Flats,
I'm sorry,
you're fine.
or if you're interested in us coming and hosting one of your tournaments or coming to where you are, there's also different price ranges for us to pack up our stuff and bring it to your location, and we'll come to you. All that information can be found at pokeronair.com.
Well, it looks here.
You could be a Tuesday night stream from your house. or your basement, or your garage.
30.
Thank you, Morpheus, for the follow. So, Mr. Paul Boston got outflapped. Thank you for the follow, Mr. T, giving the D. So Paul got outflapped here. I don't think this is a. What just happened there? There's no way he won. That was weird. I'm not sure what happened there.
Was it right? He's raking chips. No?
Somehow he won.
Did they fold? Did he just jam it?
There's no way. I mean, ace flopped. I don't know. That was weird.
Hey, it's on this side, see?
I wanted to do that.
That was weird. I think there was a glitch in that one. I don't think that was accurate. Yeah, I agree, chat. I'm not sure what happened. Unless like
Should go.
major brain fart.
Yeah. See, look, that's
Hold up the sign. Nope,
Really?
not that one.
which one?
Tammy's hand.
12 now.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Here it is. It's this guy. It's Moskowitz at 14.
Tammy's got the two aces here. Raises 1200 again.
Oh, that's the hand you want.
That's okay. She's gonna get a lot of action just because people have seen her call down light, so I think they're gonna try to get her back.
4 player.
4 to the flop. Oh, do something to the flop.
Check.
Paul with a gutter ball.
40. 40 is the bet.
I don't think anyone's gonna be continuing here. Well, I mean, she didn't really make a mistake there. She just got unlucky that a lot of people call it. I believe she didn't compound a problem by betting small there. At least she came out and bet pot and let it be known that she had a big hand. Oh, poker on there. Whoever's running that handle right now, you just you won my heart. Did you see that, Dan?
Yeah.
Everest. You see what Everest wrote and see what Tony wrote back? That's pretty funny. Everest was offering up a body part to get on this game, a certain delicate body part, and our producer said, "Send it on over and we'll get you in." If that's not a story, I don't know what is.
I can't wait to see Tony or our producer open that box.
What's in the box?
I don't know.
What's in the box? It's my best Brad Pitt, guys.
6. And call.
Poker Pete, Queen 10, raises a 6.
Poker Pete's not all that particular, is he? With what he starts with.
With like what? Like his meal choice?
His raising hands.
No, I don't think so. I think he just well, he's got a lot of chips. Just wants to get some money in there.
Oh, B million. The people that work on this team are just keep me so enjoyed right now. Everest is getting down to it. Pete, what's that? Hey, shocker, Pete flop top pair, by the way.
Everest, if you take a video of the process as well, you have to send it along because we don't want you carving anybody else up.
I think Pete should start making some sort of beautiful castle with all those chips.
In the different colors.
Yeah. He's got the color up.
Is he over a grand yet?
It said 843, but I don't think that's correct. I think he's got more than that.
We're probably gonna take a 10-minute break here at the top of this hour.
Yep.
So we'll get you guys a recap on chip counts here. So we got about 15 more minutes. We're gonna hit a break. We don't want you to go away. And also, even though our game ends at 11 o'clock tonight, there's a post show where hosted by B Million.
Yeah.
And he goes around and talks to the players, gets their feedback about the game and the action tonight, and any questions that you might have. So please keep submitting those to @BMill, the 315.
Tammy with another flush draw. She does not want her flush this time. Dave with a flush draw and a gut shot. Let's see if Dave was up to his name.
Weird text on my phone.
What's in the box? It's Everest's little bits.
Tiny bits.
Yeah, the post show will we're going to continue airing. So the post show will be it'll be on our last hour on the rebroadcast.
Yeah, you can watch it live tonight after 11. We're targeting like 15, 20 minutes or something like that.
Swagney12, thanks you for the follow.
But for those of you that can't stay up that late, like Brent, because he's old, then yeah, you can catch it on
follow.
the end of part 3 of the rebroadcast.
Brent is old, isn't he? He's almost as old as Paul.
Should we go?
Interesting limp UTG by Harry.
Stand down, stand down.
Hey Ben, did you teach Harry that? Just limp under the gun, the king queen off. So Mike's playing probably the nittiest at the table out of everybody. If I had to put it on someone, which I just did. So limp call by Harry. Chuck flops everything. No,
And even more.
yeah.
He's like, please, Harry, hit a card.
That's what I said. So now that the viewing party is at its basically its max, we were asking everyone earlier, what do you guys think is in playing in Chuck's headphones right now? The best answer will get a high five from me.
We had some already. I think you missed it. There's some Celine Dion.
Celine Dion, okay. I mean, I'm talking like get creative, people.
What interesting tricks would you like Dave's mustache to
Should we
do?
go?
It's so straight.
That was a funny face by him. It's like he knew like you were like talking about his mustache. He's like, oh boys, you talking about my mustache again?
Call.
This is a live stream.
Live. How many seconds since you typed that did I say this?
It's about 30 seconds or so.
4 players.
Yeah, he's probably listening. I mean, he looks like the kind of guy who likes the Beebs. It's gonna be hard to make a 4 here.
Never gonna give you up.
6.
Never gonna give, never gonna give. 2 paired for Mike. Leads
I
out.
think he's listening to like that ESPN da-da-dun, da-da-dun, over and over in his headphones.
I mean, he is like a partial celebrity. He played out in a WSOP circuit. He actually got to play with Phil Hellmuth a couple weeks ago. Phil Hellmuth actually talked about it on like one of the updates. What is Tammy doing?
She had 4.
She didn't have anything on the flop. Was she just hanging around? Mike hasn't played a pot yet, and she's just calling with ace high. Like, what's her assumption?
25.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just calling spade a spade right now.
If she calls this, I'm gonna have to hold up a sign.
Call.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Get a sign.
I'm going with this one.
I'm going with this one.
Mine's an animal.
Judges.
Are we the Russian judges? Are we cruel?
Camera in the announcer booth, please.
That's a pretty good Russian accent.
There's more German.
I will allow it.
Live straddle. Time to go.
Don Poltz wants to see you play more. There they are.
I'd like to see Don Poltz play more when he's here.
Yeehaw.
Knit.
Yeah, I'm not. Hey guys, we'll maybe ask Tammy about that one later on, assuming she remembers. Let's do this. Brrr. This fat head has gotten more use. My brother will be so proud. He spent money on me.
My fat head gets used every day.
Call.
I heard mentioning massage girls in the chat earlier.
They're back here.
I'm not. What? Are you hugging all of them?
Maybe.
I would not mind one right now in my back.
You should go to pokerfitness.tv. That's my only suggestion for you.
I think on our break I might do some moves.
I think if we get to 250 followers tonight, you and I can demonstrate some of those poker fitness moves.
Don't write a check your butt can't cash.
I can cash it. 250 viewers tonight, and I do some yoga moves.
Top player from Mandy.
I'll do downward facing dog.
Yes, we do. All phones are sequestered, and there's no cheating allowed. We tell them no. We shake our fist at them. We say no cheating.
Do not cheat.
Eventually, right?
Yeah, I just meant another stack.
Yeah, we're gonna let our We're gonna let our players take a 10-minute break here at the top of the hour. They've been playing for 2 hours. We're
Thank
gonna
you,
let
Rune
them
Smack, for the follow.
run out. They can check their phones and talk to their families and go to the bathrooms and
Cafe shot.
take a cigarette break.
In all honesty, we have a man
HNT
running
Daika,
a
thank you for being a follower.
running a camera on like a long arm. So like, I mean, the guy needs some break. We have live people working everywhere, so we need to get a tiny little break in about 9 minutes or so.
Alex TZ30,
No
thank you for
cheating,
being a
please.
follower. There's no cheating.
Peek at that big stack because in like the 10th hand of the night, he had ace 8, flop 2 pair versus ace 7, which was just top pair. And the person didn't believe him, and they got stacks in, and he doubled up. He won another big pot off of Chuck, where he had queens, Chuck had jacks, in a 3-bet pot, and they got it in on the flop, and he won that one as well. And he actually won another big pot off of Tammy. So I mean, pretty much every big pot has gone Pete's way. That's how he has such a big stack right now.
We missed the sign on the 3-way challenge. Oh, Donnie, I don't like to play. I'm just, behind the scenes here. If I gotta play, I'll play. I'll see you at the shoe, though.
Here we go. Harry's doing a little something now. There you go, buddy. This is the Harry I was expecting.
It says Pete's only at 823.
That's not right. There's no way. During our break, we will get all the chip counts sorted out, so we make sure everyone's down to the dollar correct.
Heads up.
And of course, Peek is flop. His is 5.
Peek it's a piece, but
Harry's got the flush draw.
I think Harry, having taken the lead in this hand, I think it's gonna allow him to bet here profitably.
25. Call.
Pete's gonna flat him. See where he's at.
That's right.
I just want to say that because I know you were mad. I'd like to thank Jerry, our dealer tonight, doing a primo job once again.
Mr. Belvedere.
Mr. Belvedere. Chat named him Mr. Belvedere. He has a following.
25.
Harry betting twice here. Pete is in no mood to fold. Well, I think Harry's looking for a good old spade ball.
Wow. Oh, look at Pete.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not so sure Pete could have played his hand any better. Can Harry go for 3 barrels here? Maybe. Nope, he doesn't. James Harden is in the house, and James Harden cannot make the river bluff.
Pete strikes again.
Harry's like, man, they usually fold when I do that at the shoe. And I blast all the way.
Wow, season 1 at Chase the Bracelet. That's like old school. That was like webcams, broadcasting. That's how our little poker on air started many moons ago, 5-6 years ago. Started out with a table that had little webcams at every seat that fed back to a. Wow, that background music is awesome. That fed back to.
Everyone feels like they're graduating high school again.
About 3 or 4 people who were just monitoring the cameras, and they would run the hands, every hand, to the announcer, so they knew what was going on.
Sorry, I was just singing the song that people think is in Chuck's headphones.
And now we have RFID tables. We have high definition cameras. We have beautiful announcers.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to step on any toes.
I mean, we can talk about ourselves.
Mike is just folding everything. Did I see an ace-9 suited go by?
And fantastic players, mind you, each and every week. Only the best of Akron, Ohio. Northeast Ohio.
B-Million just talking smack. He's in the other room. He like can't smack him across the head.
5 players.
Thank you, sir.
7's the bet.
Teddy Yaw. Stay bet 7 into this dinky little pot. Welcome Hans on. Hans 1. Blind Ref, welcome to the stream. I know exactly who that is. I was playing with you last night, my
Yeah,
friend.
that's why I was wondering if that's who
Thank
that
you
was.
for tuning in. Hop in the chat, my friend. There you are.
I love it. Is Boston wearing the same clothes as last night?
There you are.
I don't
think
know,
so.
but he still hasn't grown any of his thumb back yet.
That's true. Still all wrapped up.
Okay, folks, just to let you know, a little programming note. About 3-4 minutes here, we're going to be taking a 10-minute break for our players to get refreshed, stretch their legs. We'll have some kind of advertisements or something rolling, but we'll have a countdown going. We don't want you to go away because we still have 2 more hours of live poker action coming up. We're on until 11 p.m. with live poker, followed by a 15-20 minute post-game show.
Yeah, I'm going to have myself a little stretch, and then I'll be back in the chat hanging out with you guys until we get going again. Michael with the ace-king. Chuck just slammed it in his mouth with the ace-queen offsuit.
All in.
And looks like Mike's going to call.
He hasn't played
Chuck
that
knows
much
he's
tonight.
Chuck knows he's in a bad spot just
Yeah.
because Michael's playing like.
I thought Mike slept for like a good 60 minutes tonight.
He looks cozy in that sweatshirt.
I think he looks cozy with his hand right now.
And they are going to do it in a manly fashion. Oh, at least Mike's doing it in a manly fashion. He did flip up his hand early. Chuck needs spades, or that's a good start. And Chucky gets there.
Mm.
So Chuck's gonna be back up to 200 or so.
Mike's like, man,
He goes, I sit there and I fold for days, and this is what I get.
I got one thing to say. Oh, I'm holding up a sign, by the way. That's why there was a dramatic pause. Oh, don't bring the camera back here now. It's way too late.
But if I can read it for you, that's poker.
That's poker.
I mean, what are you gonna do? You get it in good. No, you're only setting for 5% to win. 25% of the time you're gonna lose. Liquid nails.
I thought Rick was playing tonight.
Sounds painful. I think Rick was out bench pressing.
Should go.
He's had some things to do.
Murdering people.
No, he's a volunteer firefighter. He actually is saving people.
10 now. 10.
I would have to imagine this is probably gonna be our last hand.
Make it 50.
50 now.
So
Hey,
we
if
just
we-
went, hang on, it just went 10, call 10, and then Dave just smashed it to 50.
Okay, and this is our last hand before break. But please don't go away. Stretch your legs.
Who should we go remind that the game's still going on? I feel like Paul needs a reminder that I think Harry should call here.
Everybody,
Even though
don't
Even though
leave.
Dave hasn't really done a
The
whole
game is still on.
lot, and Dave gets it done.
All right, guys. Bring the camera back to a couple beautiful mugs.
My mug.
There we go. Hey, folks, stick around. We still have 2 hours left of live poker action, along with our post-game show.
Can anybody catch Pete? That is the question.
That's the question.
Pete's on a runaway train, so we're gonna go out there, get all the chip counts settled into the computer, so we know exactly what everybody has, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Okay, we'll see you in 10.
Don't
Stick
leave.
around, folks.
If you and your friends would like to play at the Poker on Air Penthouse Studio and have your game broadcast to the world, just give us a call. Your friends or league can rent our studio and play on our brand new custom-built RFID poker table, while we capture all the fun and action using 7 high-definition cameras and our live stream studio switcher. Play live while our commentators call all the action and bring your game to life. So if it's your league's final game of the season, or you and some friends just want to have fun, the Poker on Air studio is available to you. We can even take our show on the road and broadcast live from your event or casino. The graphics and sponsors on this custom traveling table can be changed to meet the needs of your event. Even better, if you would like a custom RFID table built for you or your venue, or would like to become a Poker on Air Broadcast City franchise, we can help you with that request as well. For more information, just give us a call at the number on your screen or email us at producer@pokeronair.com. Poker on Air, let's deal you in.
We're now going to add on to our Warrior series with Warrior 2 and Extended Side Angle. Both poses are a powerful stretch for the legs, groin, and chest. They increase stamina and stimulate a healthy digestion. Ready, Paul? Excellent. Let's begin in Warrior 1. Nice deep in the lunge. Square the hips. Nice. And when you're ready, inhale the arms overhead. Great. You're going to move from Warrior 1 into Warrior 2. So I take a deep breath in first, Paul. And then on the exhale, find your Warrior 2. So the right arm will come forward and the left arm will come back. And then you'll actually change the angle of that back foot to 90 degrees so that it matches the angle of your mat. And you want to make sure the front foot is squished over as far forward so you get a nice deep lunge and up to a 90-degree angle of that front leg. But you want to make sure that that knee is not tracking over your ankle. This is a powerful standing asana, and as you hold the pose, reaching the fingertips away from each other and softening the shoulders down, much better. You're practicing meeting obstacles that stand in your way. And as you hone your gaze, you're practicing concentration, clarity, and intention. The longer you hold the pose, the more body heat and inner fire you're going to create, but I suggest holding it for at least 10 breaths and up to 1 minute. Now we're going to move into Extended Side Angle. Paul, breathe the fingertips away from each other, and then on the exhale, bring your forearm down to the top of your thigh. Take your left hand overhead and look up to your fingertips. And this is the modified version of it. A deeper stretch would be to bring your hand to the inside of your foot or to a block, or whatever you have that's going to bring the floor closer up to you. This pose will deepen your understanding of the lines of energy that run across your body when you're deeply rooted in your base. When you stretch the body open to the chest and the heart area, it opens you to the possibility in life and your strategy at the table. This pose is great for nourishing your vertebrae and tones your entire pelvic region, especially because we're going to add a second part of the pose, which is using your core strength to return to Warrior 2. So wherever your hand is, Paul, go ahead and take a deep breath in and pull the belly and use your core strength and come back, find your Warrior 2 and gaze over those front fingertips. You can take this back and forth, or you can just stay in each pose. But let's move back into that smoothly one more time. Go ahead and find your Extended Side Angle, whichever version you're feeling is comfortable for your body today. Pause for a moment. And then in your next inhale, Paul, find Warrior 2. Use your core strength. Beautiful. So this is our Warrior series. What's very important is that when you're finished with your right side body, that you repeat the whole thing on the left side. Thank you for watching our Yoga for Poker Fitness session number 2. If you'd like to review each of the poses we shared with you today, you can find them on our websites, pokerfitness.tv or pokeronair.com. Namaste.